Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for mid-January 2025. You start with this gate card. It says opportunity and home. You also have this rabbit. It says pregnancy and fears on it. So, I don't know. Some of you could be getting pregnant. I don't really feel there's any fear going on there. But, you do have the Empress. So some of you could be thinking about being pregnant. Obviously, if you're too old to get pregnant or you can't get pregnant, that part of the message isn't for you. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. But, apparently we have a bunch of people who think they're, Jesus's wife or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, obviously, if you can't, that part of the message isn't for you. But you could also be pregnant with an idea, or you could be pregnant with like a plan. And here you go. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is kind of like a card of being pregnant with an idea, or seeing an opportunity that could potentially grow. And, definitely popping up. You have the Three of Cups coming up in your current general energies. We're doing a Celtic cross. This is how you enter into the reading, as the Three of Cups, which is really good, Capricorn. Three of Cups is a card of celebration, happiness. It's a card of your community as well. So you could be finding a lot of support in your community, or you could be finding that people are really kind of lifting you up at this time. These three women are celebrating a harvest, and again, I think moving forward, money definitely should be improving for you, Capricorn. Now, that does not mean it's easy, and it also means that you cannot do the same thing that you've been doing all along. You have to make some changes, you have to do different things, and you have to experiment, which takes some time, but it'll be worth it. So I would definitely do it, but you definitely could be celebrating a harvest. Now, the funny thing is that your crossing energy, which is, the crossing energy in a Celtic cross can hurt you or help you, is the Ten of Pentacles. And so, like I just said, it's almost as if it's like you can see that there is potential in something that you're working on or something that you're creating, but it's like maybe you're not getting the result that you desire, because this is your crossing energy. This can also say that something is missing in your life. The Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life, Capricorn. So there might be something that you desire that you don't have, or that you feel like is missing. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If when you can see what's missing, you can go and find it. So I do feel that here with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is building, leaving a legacy. It is, again, having it all, kind of. Now, I don't think we ever truly have it all. That defeats the purpose of life. We're here to learn, and we have to have experiences to do that. And if we just had everything, there would be no experiences. But, I think that working towards having it all is definitely a worthy goal in life. And I definitely encourage everyone to try it. So that's what I would do here. In the area of your thoughts or what's on your mind, you have the Empress. The Empress is amazing. Definitely a very good energy. Some of you could be thinking about being pregnant, or if you're wondering if you are, maybe you are, I don't know, go to a doctor. I'm just some guy on the internet, right? I have no clue what I'm talking about, so go find out. But others of you definitely could be pregnant with an idea. And if you have an idea, I'm telling you right now, I would definitely do it. With the Ace of Pentacles coming up at the end, I would definitely put work into any plans, goals, projects, business ideas, new job ideas, like whatever it is, I would definitely do it. The problem with, I like the Ace of Pentacles, but I always say, to me, the Ace of Pentacles has a problem out of all the aces. The problem with the Ace of Pentacles is that it just represents potential. And usually when we have an Ace of Pentacles opportunity, we can see that it is only potential. And potential means nothing. Potential means what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, and there's no guarantee that it's going to work. So again, my problem with Ace of Pentacles is sometimes we have this opportunity, but we're also kind of like sick and tired of putting work into things that don't develop or grow. And, that's kind of the challenge. So I would definitely, the Empress is saying to me that whatever this idea is, or whatever you're thinking about, that there is a lot of success there for you, but you have to kind of like put the work in and make it happen. Next, in your foundation, you have the Six of Wands, which is a great card. Six of Wands is a card of success and victory. It's also a card of being celebrated as well. These people are celebrating his victory right here, and so I feel that there could be some successes coming in for you. The Six of Wands, there's this horse here, and white horses in the tarot can represent assistance and asking for assistance. So if you need help doing anything or growing something, it would be a good time to surround yourself with the right people. And again, Three of Cups says exactly the same thing. Now, notice there are only 3 people on the Three of Cups. Three of Cups and also Three of Pentacles, but you just only have the Three of Cups here. Both cards to me, and since you have the Three of Cups, I'm going to talk about it, really represent those like concentrated energies, those people who really, really understand you and those people who really, really support you. So you might find yourself, a lot of people might be celebrating you at this time, or they're about to, but you need to make sure that you are spending the most time with the really supportive people, right? Next, in the area of the past, you have this Overcoming Challenges card. It says, a triumph will bring great change. Let yourself be open to victory. 6 of Wands. You have this Wealth of Knowledge. It says, connect to the knowledge in your soul to teach and help heal the world. Now, it's coming up in the past, so, it's kind of funny that this card says, let yourself be open to victory, and then, basically in the foundation position, which would be a future position, you are having a victory. So a lot of you are overcoming challenges, and, really, you've been getting a lot of these cards in the, in past readings with me that you're overcoming challenges or, kind of rising to the top here. So I feel for a lot of you, there's just success coming in. You have the Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing like it's all worth it. Like Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold or feeling left behind, which we've definitely talked about before, Capricorn, that you could have felt left out or left behind in the past, or you could feel that life has not given you the things that you deserve, or whatever the case may be. And the Five of Pentacles in the past says you're getting out of this energy and you're finally getting something you have been asking for. And I feel that it's worth it. And the other interesting thing is that I feel like I also feel like the fact that you didn't have something is going to be much more valuable than you realize. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like, obviously if we don't have something for a very long time, when we get it, we probably appreciate it a lot more. And, that's what I feel on the Five of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, maybe you feel like you were cheated out of like money or love or whatever it is, and you didn't have a lot of experiences. But I also think that will make whatever you are receiving here like much, much more valuable. Next, in the area of your very near future, you have this card that says you and your loved ones are safe. You also have this card that says work through your fears. Eight of Cups, for sure. Eight of Cups is a card of fears, and we'll talk about it, but there's definitely some sort of fear that you're going to have to face to get something you want. I think this is true, always true in life, just in general. I also feel you are protected, and your loved ones are protected as well. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, and he is walking into darkness. And so the story of the Eight of Cups is he actually has no idea what he is walking towards. He doesn't even know if he is going to find fulfillment. So he is just walking away from those 8 cups because they don't provide him with fulfillment. And so a lot of readers will say that he's walking towards the 9 of Cups, which could be true, but he definitely doesn't know that, and he is just taking the risk of walking away from something. So, it's like sometimes we can walk away from something that just isn't right. It could be a job that pays you money. Now, I am not suggesting that anyone just quits a job right now without having something lined up. That would be a bad idea. So make sure you have something lined up. I'm just using this as an example, but, again, some people are afraid to leave a job because they're like, well, I have health insurance and I'm, getting paid and all this other stuff, but also not feeling that it's not right. And so the Eight of Cups, he walks away from things knowing that they're not right, and he doesn't know if he's going to find anything, but he kind of has the blind faith that he will. And so that could be the fear that you're facing. It could also just be stepping into the unknown. You could just be entering into a new situation and wondering if it's going to bring you fulfillment, but you don't know. And so you're kind of like wandering around in the darkness trying to figure out if something is good or bad for you, right? And I definitely get that feeling on the Eight of Cups. In your outcome row, you have this reflect card and this intuition card. I feel like you need to trust your intuition just in general. I love that intuition card. It looks like my logo, kind of, doesn't it? It's like the same color as well, which is crazy. But, again, I think you need to trust your intuition. And I also feel, I feel it's a good time for people to, kind of like look at the lessons they've learned. And a lot of people have been getting this message right now that we should be putting our lessons into perspective. We should be looking at the lessons we learned, seeing like what we can get out of those lessons, and then, apply those lessons moving forward. And again, a lot of people have been getting kind of like something similar. Next, over the next few months, you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about following your heart, and again, really, really good energy for Earth signs. I think all the Earth signs should be really paying attention to what their heart is telling them. And it's funny that you have the Queen of Swords as well, because that would be like head over heart energy. And, the Queen of Swords is very logical. But, again, if I were you, I would be paying more attention to your heart. Again, we are not in a logical time. Pluto and Aquarius will not be logical, even though Aquarius is logical. Pluto and Aquarius will be very kind of like inspirational or, very innovative. So, sometimes innovative ideas aren't very logical. Sometimes inspirational ideas aren't very logical, but we have to do them anyway. And so I would be kind of like following your heart just in general. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Fool. Fool's pretty good. This is all relationships in your life, not just love. Now, if you want love, the Fool could represent taking a leap of faith or kind of like trying again. He is the thing about the Fool is that he has to take the risk of looking foolish. He has to take the risk of being wrong about a connection. So a lot of you could be kind of like taking a risk in love, like dating a person or whatever. Now, he has these tattered sleeves on his arms here, and the tattered sleeves kind of say that he has been on this journey before. Again, I follow the Fool's journey in the tarot. The Fool goes from the Fool to the World through the entire major arcana, and then he just starts all over again. So as long as he's paying attention to the lessons he's learned, which we said in your reading, then he will not get hurt. He will be able to end something much, much quicker than he normally would. So as long as you're paying attention, you'll be fine. Also, again, this could be good for seeing the people in your life that really support you. Again, he's about to do something that most people think is foolish, but, I think the people who know that you have to explore at this time are going to support you on your journey, and those are the people I would pay attention to. Next, in your future feelings, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, Queen of Swords is still a good card. She finally sees things clearly for the first time. She only has clouds halfway up her body. And so you could feel much more clear on your journey or much more clear on the direction that you're going in your life. And, obviously that is a good thing. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is your outcome. Again, Ace of Pentacles is only something that has potential, and you have to be the one to nurture it. I always say with the Ace of Pentacles, we have to water it, feed it, fertilize it. We have to give it sunlight. We have to, do all those things to get the Ace of Pentacles to grow. So I would really be paying attention to what is growing in your life, or I would really be paying attention to, getting something to grow, to be successful. And that's basically what I would do with that Ace of Pentacles. Like any opportunity that you care about, any opportunity that you're looking at, which, again, a lot of you are probably pregnant with an idea or, a plan, and I would follow it. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, if you want love, could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. The Ten of Pentacles, again, is the best love card in the deck, so, this could be a very solid connection. Three of Cups kind of tells me that, like, you could be interested in a friend or something like that, and, that can be a little bit nerve-wracking, right, Capricorn? So it could be one of those things where the Ten of Pentacles is like, could I really have the Ten of Pentacles with this person or not? You might be asking that question. It doesn't have to be a friend. It could just be a person, that you know or whatever. And so, like I said, it's kind of like one of those things. The other thing about the Knight of Cups is that it is a card of planting a seed. He needs to plant a seed in front of this water, and he's standing in the desert, but if he plants a seed, it will grow. So he's standing somewhere where he thinks nothing can grow, but if he put in the effort, it would grow. So I think it's time to plant seeds here, Capricorn. With the Empress, it's funny that I said the Queen of Pentacles, right? On the Queen of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles with the Empress. Definitely you showing up here. The Empress, you could just be embracing the Empress energy. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. You could just be embracing the energy of the Empress, and kind of taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. You could also be nurturing things that you're working on, or you could be nurturing things that you care about. And all of those energies would be really good. With the Six of Wands, you have the Justice card. I'm pretty sure we said this in one of your last readings, that you're definitely getting justice, like things are balancing out from the universe, because again, I feel for a very long period of time you've been feeling left out in the cold, or you've been feeling left out in some way. So I feel the Justice card is talking about the balance, or balance returning to your life. And so obviously this is, definitely a good thing. I think it's just talking about balance. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. I don't know about you, Capricorn, but I don't think Capricorn likes rules. And like I always say, I'm basically a Capricorn, might as well be. And I don't like rules. I don't like authority, right? And so I feel a lot of you are kind of like removing yourself from authority figures, or you could be getting out of a situation where someone was like trying to take authority over your life in some way. And, this is like a very stuck and bound energy in some ways. That's not like completely accurate with the Hierophant, but, intuitively that's what I feel. So I think you're kind of getting out of limiting situations. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Strength card. You have been very patient. You're patient. I'm telling you, your patience is going to be rewarded. And I also feel like there's something that's been popping into my head. I kind of said it earlier, but it's like you're not missing out on anything. It's I really don't have a good example, but like I said, I think that the fact that you haven't had something is more valuable than you realize. Like, again, if you didn't have money, I feel that you are going to value it much, much more because you've had to be patient for it. Same thing with love. Like, maybe you haven't had a lot of experiences in love, but at the same time, I think that, number one, looks like there could be good love coming in for you, but number two, I think you're going to value it much, much more because of that. And, I don't know. It just keeps popping into my head. And it could be a Leo, by the way. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. Yeah, needing to see that there are other ways of doing things. She has this new island behind her. I always say that the Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions. She's thinking this or that, but really things are not going to go as expected. I say this to you all the time. I'm pretty sure. I've definitely said that to you before. I almost never say that with the Two of Swords, as in things are not going to go as expected. Two of Swords to me is a card of third place solutions, but I feel very, very differently for you, Capricorn. It's like you see something you want, like an opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, but I think it's not going to go as expected. But this is actually a good thing, not a bad thing. I think it's probably going to go better than expected. With the Fool, you have the Death card. Definitely a transformation in your connections. Everyone on Earth right now is going through changes with their closest connections, all the people in their lives. So, I don't know, it just seems like a very common energy that people are dealing with. I don't really feel good or bad about it. I just think it's a thing. There's this Pope-looking guy right here, and he can represent the beliefs that we hold on to. And so some of you could be deciding that you have different beliefs or a different belief system, or you want to change your beliefs. And all of that, kind of goes into the Death card. And I think all of that would be good for you as well. With the Queen of Swords, here you go. Three of Pentacles. We were talking about this. Three Cups, Three of Pentacles. I literally said both. I knew the Three of Pentacles was going to come up. This is definitely talking about, both cards, Three Cups, Three of Pentacles, are talking about those very concentrated connections, those connections that are just a little bit extra special. And those are the connections that I would be paying attention to if I were you, Capricorn, is like the people who really bring something extra to your life. The other thing I would pay attention to is the fact that, this guy is standing on this bench and these people are coming in a support position. I think that you need to be the leader, especially if you're like building a business or creating something. It's like you need to be the one calling the shots with the Three of Pentacles, and that's really what I would pay attention to there. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is like, this will be very quick moving, whatever this opportunity is. So I feel for a lot of you, there's like an opportunity that's coming in for you, and it's going to be something that moves like a lot quicker than you think, or is going to take off very quickly. So that definitely looks very good. You have this a dark woman card, says dealing with relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair, and then I always clarify these people cards. You have this marriage card. Definitely could be love potential coming in for you. So if you want love, I feel like there could be a potential for marriage. If you don't want love, or if you already have it, even if you do want love, I feel a lot of you are really going to be committing to something like a project, a business, an idea. Even if you're retired, you could be like developing a hobby, or you could be working on your health. But I just feel like you're kind of like making deeper commitments to things that you care about. You have this Grapes card, says time to go out and have fun. Yes, definitely. I think, this comes up in every one of your readings as well. Like, you always get a card with me about like work hard, play hard, or having fun, or doing something fun. So that's clearly going to be important for you as well. You have this Dark Man. It says dealings with relationships with a man. You have this Rat card. It says someone working against you behind your back. Mars retrograde, I would definitely be careful. If like you think someone is up to no good, they probably are. So I would pay attention. I feel like this could be in work or business. So I would definitely be careful. If you get weird feelings, I would trust those feelings. You have this hammock. It says taking a vacation physically or mentally. I think it's a great time to take a break. Even if you can't go on vacation, just kind of like, taking care of yourself or having a staycation or, even just taking some time during the day to rest, relax, recover. All of those things would be very good for you here, Capricorn. You have this younger man card. It says dealings or relationships, a younger man. And you also have this purse card. It says pay attention to your finances. So some of you, I would be careful of like immature decisions with money. And maybe that, and I don't even think this is a person. I think this is just like immature decisions. Money actually looks really good in this reading, but that doesn't mean you should be spending it all over the place. So I think you need to look at like the past times that you've spent money and it's gotten you in trouble and just like don't make the mistake again, plain and simple. But I really like this reading for you, Capricorn. Definitely really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.